Hey, how's it going guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to play Nidus Prime for the very first time. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Chrome Stallions, Armored Mercenary Company. No job is too big.
My lords, my ladies, it's time. Nidus Prime. We've theorized about this moment for months. Maybe weeks. Listen, I don't know, we talked about it a few times on stream. I do have to inform you that this is not the first time I'm playing Nidus. It is the first time I'm playing Nidus Prime. So listen, when I first started making Warframe videos, I did get a lot of gifts from the community, and I really appreciate that. You can have a look back and see videos and stream VODs of me opening gifts. It's very pog-worthy material. One of those early frames that I was gifted was Nidus. So I have been playing him from almost the very start, and he is one of my favorite frames. But now, now we have the Prime. Nidus Prime, baby! Look at this lord. Oh, baby. Oh, he's beautiful. So this is the first time I've actually looked at him like properly close up in game. I've seen the Prime trailer.
My Nidus.
Honestly stunning. The trailer doesn't do him justice. The gold arm is beautiful. It's quite unique. Like, most of the primes are very refined, we'll say. Nidus, like I said before in my TennoCon discussion reaction video, it's like veins of gold entwined through a chunk of rock. Speaking of rock, look at those cheeks. Oh baby, my man's got a codpiece. That's all you need. This is going to be a little bit of a different first time playing video because I do play regular Nidus all the time, but we're gonna go through the abilities which I haven't done on camera before, and we're gonna have a little bit of a discussion. We're gonna start off though with some fashion. Okay, primary, what are we changing here? So that's just his main thing. That's fine. I mean, oh yo though. Hang on. I need to first go mutation. So he already goes pretty dark with the mutation. So I'm wondering if maybe it's not the right play to darken him straight off the bat. So then we don't get that stark aesthetic difference. We'll go for like that dank off-white sort of beige situation. I quite like that. That is the perfect amount of weathered. He looks like old ivory or bone. Yes, let's really lean into the organic aesthetic of all the frame. Well, most of the frames. My favorite frame designs are the ones that have that very Geiger-esque, sort of alien, is it machine, is it organic sort of thing. What's next? We got just like the underlay there. What if we make it like just the darker? Yeah, like that darker sort of bone color. This is actually working for me a little bit. And then like the blue's fine, but guess what? It's not fine because it needs to be purple. But like a dark purple. Yeah, so it's like, oh man, he's looking tough actually. That's really dank. It's the foreshadowing of his mutation, right? Oh, then he mutates. Oh, that's actually kind of radder. So it's the secondary that is the mutated color. That's gross, but also really cool. Hang on. What if I just make... Yeah.
An unexpected color combination, operator. My sensors are bleeding.
You're damn right they are, Orders. Let's go. All right, you know what? I like this. This is good. As much as I like the kind of secondary... Like, that's a really nice look. I do like that he darkens up when he mutates. Okay. Accents. That's the gold right there. I mean, we can lighten it. That's actually a really nice look. Sort of a white gold aesthetic. Oh, you know what? I think I do want it a little more orange. Ooh, guys, yeah, that might be taking it too far, but damn, that is aesthetic. We'll leave that for now. And then of course the emissive is always our favored heavy pink. And then when he mutates. Yeah. Okay. All right. Rick, buddy, stop pogging out of your gourd for just a hot second, and let's slide into the abilities. So we're not gonna go too deep into it because I know, like, I've been playing them heaps, but I want to just like double check, brush up, make sure I know what's going on. We could uncover some nuggets that I'm not familiar with yet. So let's have a look at the abilities. Look at that. Look at that stance. Look at... My man's got a stance about him. The passive. If Nidus is killed with at least 15 stacks of mutation, those 15 stacks are consumed. This grants 5 seconds of invulnerability and restores health to 50%. Yes, I'm aware of this. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure how many stacks it was. I thought it was 10. It's 15, so that's good. Now I know for sure. Virulence. That's how I'm feeling right now. Feeling virulent and dirty and let's go. Rupture the ground with a damaging fungal growth that steals energy from each enemy it strikes. For every 5 enemies hit, the infestation mutates, multiplying its destructive force. No problems there. I know how to use that. Lava. Spawn an infested pod that erupts with tendrils latching onto nearby enemies and pulls them in. Enemies killed while held have a chance of generating a mutation stack. So of course, yeah, like what we want to do here, like we can totally shoot at the lava schlorping. I mean, this is the ability of Nidus, the schlorp. This is what we love about him. We can shoot it, but it's so much more efficient to like with virulence on him to pop that one. Stacks go up. I mean, this is what Nidus is all about for me. It's the high score frame. You go out into survival and it's how many stacks can you get by the end of it. I love this man so much. Parasitic Link, I'll be honest, an ability that I probably should use a hell of a lot more than I do. So let's brush up. Let's learn how it works. Bind to a target with Parasitic Link. When cast on an ally, both the host and Nidus have their ability strength increased. Linked enemies take some of the damage inflicted on Nidus. Yes, so, you know, we want to ideally be linking to bigger enemies, knocks, that sort of thing. And then when you're with a buddy, you know, you link up and you go ham. Can you imagine like double Nidus? Can you have 2 Niduses, Nidus-I, Nidus-y, and link to each other? Like as in you both link to each other? Does that work? I'm gonna assume no. But that would be fun. Ravenous. This has 2 names in my circle of friends. We call it the Savage Garden. Good band from the 90s. We also refer to it as the Penis Garden for obvious reasons. Gluttonous maggots swarm nearby enemies, feasting until they are hit with virulence and burst with infestation. The maggots benefit from mutation. Each enemy hit adds to the mutation stack. I'll be honest, I was just kind of using it for... Doesn't it heal? Regenerate. I think I've been kind of sleeping on the whole casting virulence into a thing, so we got to do that a little bit more. He's a great frame. He's a really interesting frame. He's unique. He's got an aesthetic. He's got the tentacle schlorping about him, and I love that. Let's have a look at some tips. Hold virulence to highlight the area it will travel before casting. Yes, absolutely. That's not something I do a lot, but I'm glad to know it's there. Cast lava close to the ground so that virulence can reach enemies caught by the tendrils for easy mutation stacks. Of course, that's how you play Nidus, baby. Link to an ally or enemy with Parasitic Link and cast virulence to create a second growth from the linked unit. What? Does it virulence out from you and then virulence out from then? Oh, how did I not know this? We gotta try this out. Killing all enemies inside the lava's infested pod will end that instance of the ability, allowing it to be recast. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes this is an issue when you're in a mission that, like, you haven't got many stacks, and so virulence isn't killing outright for the first, like, few minutes of the mission. And yeah, it can be difficult to take out all the enemies snatched up by lava. But we look, listen, we do what we can. Listen, Nidus sometimes takes a hot second to warm up, but once he's reheated, you put him in the microwave oven, you reheat him, and you're good to go. Parasitic Link and Ravenous use mutation stacks instead of energy to cast. The ability icons light up when there are enough stacks to cast. Yes, sire. Enemy heavy units can withstand more damage, which makes them ideal Parasitic Link targets. Absolutely. Cast Virulence into Ravenous infested area to detonate maggots and deal blast damage to nearby enemies. I feel like that is something I'm not doing anywhere near enough. So I'm gonna try to use Virulence with Ravenous more actively now. While Ravenous is active, hold Virulence to mark the location of its maggots and release to cast. Really? Yeah, see, look, I'm glad I went through this because this is a synergy that I totally had ignored previously. Alright, this is good. This is gonna be fun. Standing in Ravenous' area regenerates health over time and scales with ability strength mods. Yes, that I knew. Yo, man, we're gonna have to mod this, man. Oh, yo. The more mutation stacks Nidus has, the more damage, virulence, and detonated maggots deal. Yes, absolutely. He becomes a powerhouse the longer you survive in a mission. For each enemy hit, virulence refunds a portion of its casting cost. This means lower ability efficiency can actually return more energy overall when striking groups larger than 4. Low efficiency. Yes, okay, so maybe we wanna prioritize flow over efficiency with this guy. Okay, this is good. I feel more equipped to play Nidus now. I mean, it was already a favorite frame, but now I feel like I got the tools, I got the knowledge. Okay, so the polarities have changed here, which already throws a spanner in the works. On my regular Nidus, I have physique, but that's not gonna work. I mean, I guess I'll throw steel charge on there just because it fits, and like I'm always gonna have some sort of melee weapon, so we'll stick with that for now. Beyond that, I'm going to want flow, intensify, range, so we want stretch on there. It was suggested to me in the comments of the Lavos video that I should use the auger mods on unranked frames because I'll be able to fit more on. Even though they're not a huge bonus, it is a bonus. So yeah, that makes total sense to me. That being said, I am able to fit what I want to fit on here. I'm actually at a little bit of a loss here. So just for the sake of putting something on, I'm going to use either Auger Message or Auger Reach. I'm going to use Auger Reach just to fill out the mod capacity. I know the energy, the shield component rather, of it is wasted because Nidus doesn't have shields. But, you know, we get a little more range just to start us off. Fantastic. Let's take him out to survival, because that's where Nidus shines. Alright. Run Selkie, Sedna, survival. These men are just begging for it. Let's go. Yo. Invisible fungus. The ultimate dream. So it's gonna be a slow going here to start off with. Trying to get that affinity from just the one ability with no stacks, man. Alright. Try to hit as many lords as humanly possible. That's the goal. We're at 4 stacks. 4 heavenly stacks. Oh, baby. I don't even think that was me. That was just the hound doing what he does best. You love to see it. Oh, they're Tenoscum. They're lining up for me. Let's go. Let's actually go. Please become Schlorp. There we go. Oh, yo, we're stacking up. You can see the dark tendrils sliding into the P's here, sliding into the DMs on a Friday night. I am here to compete. Alright, we've already got lava unlocked. This is Nidus's bread and butter. You slap it down, and it just schlorps lords up. You love to see it. Slide into the piece. Slap it down. They schlorp. You pop them. This is a tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody schlorps unexpectedly. Schlorp, sire, please. This is a Wendy's. Alright, you ready for the schlorps? Oh man, it's the most satisfying thing in the entire game. I love Nidus so much. Oh, would you look at that? We've just unlocked Parasitic Link. Would you ever thunk it? Let's go. Let's go. Schlorp them, sire. Out of range. We need more range on the Schlorp. That's, you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'll attach to a trooper. Okay, hang on. Let's observe. So, are we unlinked? Let's relink, and then he does. Why have I never noticed that before? I mean, that just goes to show. Clearly, I haven't been using Parasitic Link anywhere near enough, guys. Because if I had, I would have noticed that virulence fires out from them as well. All right, yeah, we got to use the link a hell of a lot more now. All right, we've unlocked Ravenous. You ready? You ready? You ready? Here we go. Oh man, that looks gross with that color palette. The Garden of Pinos. Let's go. Let us schlorp. Heavy schlorps. Sliding into the DMs. Let's go. Let's legitimately go. Oh, it never ends. It's fucking beautiful, man. And we schlorp them in. Pull them into the penis garden. I love Nidus so much. He's so freaking good. Oh, prime me up, daddy. Okay, so something we should have a look at is, let's go to upgrades. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to look up Nidus Prime, wiki styles, and I want to compare his stats to regular Nidus. Okay, I'm going to compare them as if they're both at rank 30. We've got 450 health for regular Nidus, 525 for Prime. They both have no shields, reasonable. 450 armor, regular Nidus, 525 again for the Prime. Energy, 150 at rank 30, 187.5 for Nidus Prime. Wow, 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 wow. Yes. Yes. Like, it's... it's an upgrade, baby, and you'll love to see it. So I can't really change anything about this just yet. If I wanted to change something, man, God, what might I do? I could upgrade Vitality. I would also love to put Steel Fiber on there, but I can't just yet. So this might be, I mean, I've got so many Vitality mods, right? I could upgrade one to the point of what I would want to slot into Nidus Prime, and keep this one for all the other instances that I'm using it, so it doesn't mess up my other builds. I'm really happy where he's sitting currently. Let's have a look at the augments, because again, like, we haven't done a Nidus video before, so let's brush up on the augments. Okay, first up, Abundant Mutation. Passive augment. Nidus gains an additional 200 max stacks of mutation. Undying has a 30-second cooldown. I mean, that's just a win. There's no downside to that. Yes, I want that, sir. Please and thank you. Teaming Virulence. Virulence augment. Hitting 4 enemies with Virulence grants 120% primary weapon critical chance for 15 seconds. Can you imagine combining that with an already crit heavy weapon? Like, can you imagine using Chakul with that? I mean, I feel like that's going to be situational, because when would you want the crits? Against, like, a boss, for example, right? But then it would need to be a boss that has enough adds for you to take advantage of Teaming Virulence. So you guys let me know in the comments. I don't know how useful that is in a general sense, but it's certainly very interesting. Lava Burst. Lava Augment. Reactivate lava to detonate and deal 300 toxic damage in 5-meter range. This damage stacks with every enemy grabbed by the lava. Wow, so you can just go boom, slurp them in, boom, they pop. The only issue then is, do you not get stacks for it? I feel like you would have to intersperse using Lava Burst with also, just virulencing the slurp for the sake of keeping that stack maintenance. That being said, I mean, if they die while slurped, there's a chance for you to gain stacks. So I think it'll work out anyway. I mean, that just seems good to have, it's options. And lastly, Insatiable. Ravenous Augment. Nidus has a 60% chance of generating an additional mutation stack whenever he gains one while standing in the Ravenous Infestation. Again, it's just wins. It's just good. I don't know if we would have the space for all the augments, but they all seem fantastic. I can't get them yet. I really need to rank up with my syndicates. There's a few things that I still need to get, like relic sort of stuff, prime parts that I need to feed to my syndicates in order to rank up. But we'll get there. I need those Nidus augments out. I think, like, Protea, Nidus, they're my mains. I mean, I got a lot of other favorites too, but I feel like Nidus was my first love. He really was. And then Protea slid into the piece, and it's just a beautiful, happy, like, dysfunctional family. It's like the original Odd Couple, Protea is the neat one, and Nidus is the messy one. It just works. It's balanced. It's beautiful. All right, guys, listen. We're going to finish ranking this man up on stream. It's not going to take long. I mean, we did one mission. We're already ranked 15. It's not going to take long, but we're going to finish ranking this lord up. And I'm going to get chat's thoughts. We talked about Nidus a lot, but I'll get your focused thoughts and tips and whatnot for the Prime specifically. We'll just have a nice, good, wholesome discussion about Nidus. And we'll return, and we'll finish this video. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on Nidus Prime. Alright, welcome back to Warframe. We're actually doing Kuva Survival this time. Why? Because we can. Nothing stops Nidus Prime. Listen, spoiler alert, Nidus was my favorite frame before, one of my favorites. And he's still one of my favorites. He's, look, favorite prime. Hands down. Granted, I only have 3 primes. Mesa was my first. Then Chroma. Now Nidus. But Nidus, baby, is a literal god. And nothing can stop him. Observe. The Savage Garden in the distance. Look at it go. We're at what? 80 stacks at the moment? Don't even trip. Just you wait till we get to 100. Shit gets real. But to be perfectly honest, doesn't get any more, really doesn't get any more real than it currently is, because it's already it's like fairly maximum realness. So look, like the build's been refined a little bit. There's the issue with Nidus that I always find is early damage, right? Because before you really start steamrolling and getting the stacks, it can be tricky. But I'm currently in a pretty good place. I feel fairly comfortable. I feel more equipped to get those stacks up. And then once we hit like 20, 30 stacks or so, it starts to get pretty easy to just keep building, keep maintaining, keeping that damage up. Sire, please cease to exist. So one of the reasons we're doing Kuva Survival is today on stream, I accidentally got Harrow Neuroptics, which means I only need Harrow systems. So I'm doing the C rotation on Kuva Survival, so I can hopefully get Harrow systems, and then we've got Harrow. So the harrowing Harrow grind has been patched and yo, listen, I'm very excited to play Harrow. But listen, we're not talking about Harrow today. We're talking about Nidus Prime, the greatest prime that's ever been conceived, the greatest individual ever to exist and be incorporeated into the realm of existence.com.edu/au.gov. Nidus Prime, baby. The schlop, though. It's so dirty. Oh, baby, yes. How to play Nidus Prime in 3 easy steps. Step 1, schlop. Step 2, fungal tentacle. Step 3, pog out of your gourd. Yeah. That's 100 stacks, baby. 100 stacks, less than a minute to go. Will we get the Harrow systems? Streamer luck engaged, please. Pop down a Savage Garden for luck. Oh, man. All right. No luck. No luck this time, but we'll be back. Nidus Prime. Listen. 20 minutes Kuva Survival without even breaking a sweat. My man gets powerful. Now, all I need is that augment that gets us to 200 max stacks. The dream. It's like... Nidus is like gambling, is like loot boxes the frame, except every time you open a loot box, it ups your chance in the next loot box. So every fail is a greater chance for a win next time. That's what it feels like playing Nidus. The schlorp. It's all very visceral and beautiful and dirty. Let's have a look at mods. All right. So you may have noticed I have potatoed my lord, and this is what I got so far. It's still steel charge. I haven't really got any good auras to slap on there. We've got prime continuity, stretch. Stretch to me is really important because it allows us to pull more individuals in with a single schlorp. Prime continuity so we can have the Savage Garden up as long as possible. For me, like having lava, the schlorp out for a little bit longer doesn't really matter because I pop it pretty quickly. Otherwise, Hunter Adrenaline to help feed our energy. So we can take a decent amount of damage as Nidus. You know, big armor, big health, and is he always regenerating? Because I feel like he's always regenerating. I'm not actually sure if he has like natural health regen. Heal rate is plus 15%. There you go. So maybe that's just like a passive thing that he has. You guys let me know, because I've never actually been super sure on that. I haven't actually seen it written anywhere. Anecdotally, I'm always getting health back, so we're fine. That's cool. We can health tag, no even a problem. We got Blind Rage because we want like a low efficiency so that we get more energy back when we use Virulence. Flow, just for that little extra buffer. If I get something like chat was really recommending adaptation hard on Nidus, if I get adaptation, Flow's the first one that's being cut in favor of adaptation. Alternatively, one of his augments, Flow's going, augments coming in. Other than that, we got the Umbrals, we got Fiber, big armor. I feel like Nidus loves armor. As soon as I put armor on him, we don't die. We do not die as Nidus. Vitality, why not? For the Umbrals, baby. The Umbrals, survivability, and then intensify. The big ticket item. The more damage we can get out of virulence early, the easier it is to build stacks. Sweet mother of Jesus. You know what? I have exactly 3 Umbral formers. They're going on Nidus Prime. Straight up, I'm telling you right now, they're going on Nidus Prime. So that we can max out the Umbrals, at the very least intensify, and just get stupid damage. Blind Rage, I want to pog out on Blind Rage as well. Prime Continuity, can you imagine maxed out Prime Continuity? The Savage Garden will be there 100% of the time. It would be beautiful. I've never felt so just warm and fuzzy and salacious and beautiful about a frame before. This is it. I'm sorry, you may not like it, but this is peak performance. This is what peak performance frame looks like. And his name is Nidus Prime. Alright guys, you let me know in the comments below the like button. What do you think of Nidus first? Let me know if you played Nidus. Let me know if you have Nidus Prime yet. What do you think of Nidus as a whole? And what do you think of the Prime? I think the Prime, honestly, looks beautiful. I know some people were like, look, he looks kind of uninspired. But even if we compare to the Frike skin, I really liked Frike. I like the eyes, I do. Nidus Prime's tickling me in a really nice way. It feels like the regular skin, but just dirtier, Bigger, bolder, badder. I love the gold aesthetic, specifically how it's entwined within his body. It's beautiful. Nidus Prime, new favorite frame. Straight up, favorite frame, all time. Nidus Prime makes so much sense it rhymes. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer. Out.